my name is Alex and welcome to TechFlow. Guys, if you've been a long-time subscriber of the channel, you've known that in the office we've had a couple of VR rigs lying around. One of them from a really reputable company called Oculus and another one, well, the PlayStation VR. I like things to be nice and clean, I like things to be nice and tidy, especially when it comes to entertainment setups. The perfect one, or the perfect example, being my kitchen setup. As you can see, I've got speakers, TVs, subwoofers, mouse and keyboards. Is there a cable in sight? No. VR is not clean. There's cables everywhere. So I thought, why don't we do a fun little project with the help of Intel, thanks guys for sponsoring this video, try and make a hidden VR rig as best as we can in my kitchen. Let's start off with a computer, because we need a powerful little beast to make this thing come alive and do all the heavy lifting for us. So guys, to power this entire rig, we need something small, we need something mighty. My choice, the Intel Hades Canyon NUC. This thing has got a Intel 8th generation Core i7 processor inside of it, and it's more than capable of powering the Oculus Rift, and a VR capable machine right here. And as you can see, it's super small. Now, as you guys can see, this is my kitchen TV. Now, this little mini Intel NUC would be more than capable with its size and form factor to fit behind the TV. So we could do that, and it could sit behind the TV along with the Oculus sensors. But luckily enough for me, because I thought ahead of time, when I had this house built, I actually had USB and HDMI ran from this TV into the cupboard. So if you guys just back up a little bit and then I open this door, we can go ahead, guys, and hide this mini little PC inside of here. So if you guys would just come out of the room a second and... So to be perfectly honest with you guys, I actually have an Intel NUC that lives in here 100% of the time because, like I say, it's an awesome PC. So this is the wireless dongle for my wireless keyboard, which I'm just going to push in there. And then this is the dongle for the MX Master mouse, just so I can actually use this thing or interface with it as a PC, which is what this thing is primarily for. Yes, today we're using it as a VR machine, but I've got all my cables here. I've got the cable for my speakers, I've got Ethernet, and most importantly, I've got the HDMI cable and the USB cable for the USB extender that both go up to the TV. So now all I've got to go ahead and do is plug all of this into the NUC. So there we go, guys, our NUC is all plugged in now, it's all powered on, so we can go ahead and just leave that whirring away in there. And perfect, down here we have our box of leftover VR equipment. So this and this are two of the Oculus Rift sensors. These are needed for the Oculus Rift to function, right? And as you can see here, this one doesn't have a sensor on top of it. That's because I've unscrewed it, much like I'm going to do with this one, and I've stuck it on top of the TV up there. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I've done that. There's our two sensor stands. Like I was telling you guys earlier, no mounting hardware on these at all. There's nothing or nowhere to actually mount these. I don't know if Oculus make a mounting kit for these little sensors. I mean, they must do, because otherwise, why would they make it modular? Anyway, that's cool that they're modular, so Oculus, thanks for that. This is going to go this side of the TV, much like that one is there, like that. And to do that, I've got a couple of little things that I need down here, because I'm really short. I've got a stool and got some double-sided sticky tape and some electrical tape. So first off, guys, to set a bit of a basis for this, we're going to get some of our industrial double-sided sticky tape right here. And I'm just going to put a little slither of this on the back side of this TV, wipe away all the dust and horrible things. There we go, that can stick right there, like that, as you guys can see. And because this sticky tape is quite strong, it's almost strong enough to hold that there. But I want to make sure it's reinforced with a little bit more tape. Now guys, these sensors do come with a hell of a lot of cable, which is a good thing, but luckily enough, as you can see, it's recognizing them, it's working. I didn't think this USB hub was going to be powerful enough to take both of these sensors, but hopefully the Oculus software can pick them up. Please work. Woo! We've got fire. We have two Oculus controllers, we have our headset, and we have this Oculus remote, which I've never used before. So this is where this gets super interesting. If you wanted to take this like to the next level, what you could do is on this wall right here, you could put right next to this light switch, HDMI and USB sort of socket in the wall, and then all you need to do is go ahead right up here and plug in your headset, plug in the USB, and then you could sit here on the sofa with the headset. Now, because we don't have that, that is something we could do in the future. What we're going to have to do is plug this into the NUC. Now, this is why I really like using the NUC for this, because it has on the front of the NUC nice easy access, an HDMI port and a USB port. So HDMI in, and now the Oculus is in. What I've gone ahead and done is ran the cable through this door, so I can't really close that door all the way, but still, this is proving the point that we're making here, a VR setup that has very little mess. Like, this looks no different to what it looked like before. Everything's connected. Headset, sensor. Yes, this is sick. This is amazing. Right, set up your input devices. Select the controller you would like to pair. Let's pair some touches, shall we? Right, come over here. So while the Oculus Rift is updated, actually it's just updated now, I've just gone online to see what I can find here, and look at this. A one gang AV wall plate that has both HDMI and USB in. Now these things are all universal sizes, so this will be the exact same size as this socket over here, or sorry, this switch on the wall. So imagine if you just had that mounted there, and then all you'd have to do is get your VR headset, bring it out, plug it in there, and then you're here with both the sensors up there, hoping, fingers crossed, touch wood, that this works. And you've got yourself a full VR experience without the hassle. Like, this is sick. I hope this works, man. Set up your sensors, we've already done that. Enter your height. This sets the floor position to make sure the environment feels more real. 5'6" is about my height, yeah, that's fine. I'm a short one, I am. Clear your space. Well, this is literally perfect. We're clearing the space. Stand up and walk to the center of your play area. Hold one touch controller and make sure it's visible to all the sensors. Make sure that your touch controller is at eye level. When you see a green dot, hold the trigger for 2 seconds until the countdown is complete. There we go. We almost left the play area there. There we go. That's a big enough play area. We've got loads of room. Woo, this is sick. Right, it's going to say now, continue in your headset. So now I'm going into virtual reality to see if this works. So you guys, unfortunately, will not be able to experience this with me. However, you shall watch me being a complete tool outside of this. And also, if this works, massive shout out to the, massive shout out to the little mini Intel NUC for powering up. It actually works. Wow. Okay, I can, whoa. Oh, no way, this is mental. Look guys, I'm giving you guys the thumbs up. It's working, it's definitely working. Boom, this is so cool. I'm reaching out my hands to enter Rift. There we go. So as you guys can see, it's working. Wow, I can't believe it. I did not think this was gonna... Oh, it's got a cable attached to it. That NUC is more than powerful, or more than capable enough to power an Oculus setup. As you can see, it's running essentially 2 displays via HDMI, this big 4K panel at 60 Hertz, and then this headset up here through its front-mounted HDMI and USB ports, making it super simple to plug it in. The sensors we've hidden above the TV, which you can, well, barely even notice. There's no cables or anything. And then if we were to go ahead and put that there, we could go ahead and just come plug the headset in, and it works absolutely fine. A little bit more tweaking, and I reckon these sensors will give us an even bigger play area. But for now, guys, that's it. I set out this video to try and have a little bit of fun and make a VR setup that wasn't just totally mental with loads of cables and loads of mess everywhere, and have something a little bit hidden away. And we've done that absolutely perfectly. The Intel NUC has worked hand in hand with this. I'm happy. The Oculus works. It works in the kitchen. I don't know what else to say. Guys, if you want to check out any of our other videos, we've got some relatable content to the side there, and you can also check out the review of the Intel NUC. We've done a dedicated one. We'd really appreciate it if you guys check that out. Some other videos there. If you guys want to go ahead and subscribe, that is there to the left-hand side too, but we'll see you guys in the next one.